Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to share a few more pickups with you today. Now most of these are from a trade that I did recently that I'll talk about in a minute, but before we get into those, I'll start with an eBay pickup. This is one I've had my eye on for a while. I've really always liked the 2018 Topps update Soto, so I got the matching Topps Chrome update here. Card HMT 55. So he'll be joining his non-chrome cousin in my personal collection. The rest of these cards here came from a trade that I worked out with my local card shop. I'm real lucky to have a great local card shop in the area. There's actually a couple card shops, but one in particular is my go-to. I've actually never even been into the other one. So what I've got here in exchange for a pile of newer, and by newer I mean like 2015 and newer, short prints, photo variations, inserts, parallels, some stars, just a pile of stuff that didn't really fit into my personal collection. So to start with, a few Hall of Fame rookie cards. I got my 71 Ted Simmons. It didn't take me too long to find a decent example. Just got lucky. I was rummaging through some bins at the shop and found this one. No creases. Edges are pretty nice. Corners are decent. So real happy with that. And finally got a decent Eddie Murray 78 Topps. If you remember from the previous video, I had one of these for a while that was good on the front but had some terrible paper loss on the back. So this is my reasonable example finally to fill that hole in the collection. And not really a rookie card, but a minor league card, Roberto Alomar. I believe this is 1988, yeah, CMC, 1988 AAA card. I've seen a lot of cards from this set before, but this is the first one I've come across that was actually of a player that was interesting to me. Alright, there's two in here that I'm going to save until later. Next up we've got the 83 Topps traded Darryl Strawberry. Really, really cool card. Nice shape too, nicely centered. The surface is beautiful. I feel like I got pretty lucky finding this example again, just digging around in bins at the card shop. '85 Donruss Roger Clemens. I didn't have a Roger Clemens rookie card until now. And black borders, these are kind of tough for condition, but this one's good. A little bit off center, but I am a-okay with that. Next we get into some slightly more modern stuff. Got a Jacob deGrom first Bowman Chrome. '14. Also from 2014 Bowman Chrome, Mookie Betts first Bowman. And 2015 Bowman Chrome Chris Bryant. And 2015 Allen and Ginter Chris Bryant. 2018 Allen and Ginter Ronald Acuna Jr. And 2019 Allen and Ginter Mini Pete Alonso, the polar bear. Also managed to find, again rummaging through some of the bins, the Jose Canseco game used bat relic I was looking for. This is 2002 Stadium Club. 2002, right? Yeah. It has a serial number here, and it's on a hologram, looking all official. And I believe this is what ties this particular material to a particular game. It says regular season game used bat. Thing is, this is a totally different format than Topps currently uses to track its game used memorabilia, and I haven't found a way to look this up yet. So I don't know if any of you guys have ideas or know where I can look that up. It would be kind of cool to learn what game that was from. But he's in his athletics uniform. That's definitely an important part of it. So I need to find a jersey relic. And there were 2 Canseco relics in this set. Unfortunately, they're both bat relics, just one in his athletics uniform and another one in a different uniform. Would have been cool to have the jersey and the bat relic from the same set, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. On top, this is a Tombstone Pizza card. Maybe I had kind of seen these around before, but they were never really on my radar. This is, again, just found it rummaging through some bins and grabbed it. And looks like you can pick up the entire set of these pretty cheap. This is Cecil Fielder. You can see through the packaging pretty easily here. So I don't know, I might actually put together the whole set of these still in the wrapper. They seem to be pretty easy to find online anyways. But I can never pass up an interesting food card, so I thought that was cool. Underneath here are a couple of much older cards that I knew were at the shop and I had set aside for me a while because I knew I was going to do something with them. And I'll start by showing you a different card. This is the 1952 Topps Eddie Stanky. It is the redback version. Now obviously it's got some severe condition issues on the surface. At some point in its life this thing was plastered in tape. But for a 52 Topps I'm not going to get too picky. I actually picked this one up for not much of anything on eBay a while ago. A cheap 52 Topps card of a player I had heard of. And then I got to thinking, I've heard of Eddie Stanky, but I didn't really know anything about him. So I started doing some research. And the story, as I understand it, is that he was playing in the minors. Then he got sent up to the majors when a lot of the players got sent off to war. When the players came back, I guess there was a pretty hard look at which of the guys who came up from the minors previously should really still be playing, which of the guys could really, hack it with the real competition. Stanky apparently didn't have a whole lot of natural ability, but was scrappy and resourceful and clever. And he made the cut. He stuck around for several years and kind of made a name for himself. If you want some interesting reading, go check out his Wikipedia page. One of my favorite quotes is, "All he can do is win." Apparently, Leo DeRocher, who was once his manager, said that he can't hit, he can't run, can't field, he's no nice guy. All the little SOB can do is win. He had a real knack for drawing walks. Had a crazy good on-base percentage. And, he got up to some antics, some of which ended up being named after him, the Stanky maneuver, for example. And some of which actually triggered changes and updates to the rules of the game. So, a fascinating guy to read about. And, since he didn't have a real super long career, and it was around a time when, for part of it at least, there weren't a lot of baseball cards, meaning not a lot of different sets made at the same time, and, even some years where there, really weren't any mainstream sets. I thought it'd be pretty cool to put together as complete a collection as I could of Stanky's cards. Now, I believe his rookie card is the 49 Bowman. This is obviously 52. So, part of what I worked out in the trade was 51 Topps Redback. Real nice shape. And 51 Bowman. Also in real nice shape. Some staining on the back, but that's okay. And I think his cards go up until 55. And then starting in the 60s for a few years, he had some cards as a manager that you could get. And those are all pretty inexpensive. Even the older ones, none of his cards are really all that expensive. Now, if this 52 Redback, since this is one of the low number cards 1 through 80 command much higher prices, if this was in better condition, this actually would be a pretty decent price tag on this, but as it is, it might be $5 or $10 at the absolute most. So Eddie Stanky officially gets his own slot in my PC, and I guess I'm PCing Eddie Stanky now. Who'da thunk it? Now, there were 2 more cards in the pile that I got for trade. One of them was a Freddie Freeman Bowman Chrome rookie that is actually on its way to somebody else right now. And the other was a pretty beat up 79 Ozzie Smith rookie card that has already been bought by somebody. I just threw that one in the trade pile to snag it and flip it for a few bucks. Really not worth much of anything in the condition it was in, but an easy sell. Now, last time I mentioned that the next time we were going to talk about the Jimmy Key collection. And I guess we didn't do that. Kind of got sidetracked by Mr. Stanky instead. So maybe next time we'll have the opportunity to tangent off into the Jimmy Key collection. But for now, I think that will about do it. Man, I really love that Soto. But honestly, I think I like the non-chrome just a little bit better. I think the sort of embossed look that the chrome card has to it here just takes away a little bit of the class that the non-chrome card has. Still really like them both, though. Man, this strawberry, what a cool card. This is one of those that I'll just pull it out and look at it sometimes. It's that cool a card to me. And it's really the only one of his cards that's worth much of anything. And I can see why. I see why people pay a premium for this card, even though it's, only Darryl Strawberry. Well, thanks for watching and tolerating my rambling. I'll see you guys next time.